this is something that, wow, we haven't talked about this since, well, it's already been over a year and a few days, or a year and a month.
This is all you. I don't even give a shit. I just think it's ridiculous.
Well, why not? CM Punk is going to be in the UFC 2 game. The trailers just came out while we're talking about this. The trailer's out. And there are people upset for a number of reasons.
Because, can I just... the only thing I'm going to say is, I believe that CM Punk in UFC 2 is the equivalent of clickbait.
For the game?
Yeah. It's, oh, Punk's here. Okay. I know that guy.
It's the same reason why they signed them back, what was it already, November, December 2014. It's been over a year. They want to get the casual fan or the WWE fan interested. What's stranger about this, though, besides the fact that, well, seeing his tattoo, it's like, it's funny how half his tattoos are trademarked.
Yeah, the Cobra.
So the Cobra doesn't have the full Cobra. It's just like the snakes on the outside.
Yep.
Obviously, he hasn't fought yet. There's inside word that either, well, he's had injuries training. He would have fought already. He's 38. He's gone through 20 years of fighting as a pro wrestler. He's banked to begin with. It's very hard to transition into. It would be hard for me to transition into MMA, not being a pro wrestler. To have all those nagging injuries, hips, knees, joints, neck, back, to then try to do it, really tough. Really tough.
A UFC fighter, and this is not me making any sort of, but like diving off of ropes, things like that, like impact on knees, like joint impact, like it's just
pain year after year, injuries.
I hope he gets his fucking clock knocked.
I want to give him a fair shake. Supposedly his opponent, they've kind of picked out Dana White. They picked out a guy who's, I believe he's 1-0 in pro fights. He's a 23-year-old guy from Jersey that is going to fight him. But there are people saying that, or at least I've seen in the commentators and ESPN, that he's not progressing as quickly as they thought, especially when it comes to striking.
No shit.
He has some Kempo karate background, Muay Thai, and jiu-jitsu. That's fine. But we're talking about, it's not like you can pick up being a world-class striker and go forward with it and be good at it. Ronda Rousey just got her ass handed to her by a world-class striker, and in the women's division, they didn't really exist. One of the reasons why Rousey went through the division was because she didn't have to worry about getting her clock cleaned and having an elite striker being able to hold her off while she went in for her judo clinch, do her judo throw, get in her arm bar, and that's basically how she defeated everyone, because no one, it was a very light division. And then she faced someone who had a kickboxing and boxing experience and made her look like a rank amateur in the ring. Picture that now with the men, where just about everyone, by and large, you have to be at least a very good striker to even have a chance.
Right.
So CM Punk's coming into this now where, forget about his first fight if he manages to get through that. What's going to happen after that? He's going to be facing guys with elite striking abilities or very good, where he's been trying to play catch-up, he's going to get destroyed.
Oh, yeah, that's always been my thoughts on it is, even if he wins his first fight, yay, congratulations.
Now we're going to find another...
Now you're going to face real opponents.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that the guy he's facing isn't a real opponent, but they're only going to get more and more difficult.
Or else, what is he going to do? They're going to find guys that with limited experience to fight him? I think they realize that, well, now... Honestly, they should have had him fight within 6 months, because now at this point he's been out. He hasn't wrestled in 2 years now.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask that at the start. Has he fought yet? Because I would have just assumed
Royal
he
Rumble
did,
2 years ago was his last WWE appearance.
I just thought he had already fought and it went under my radar.
So they already sort of lost the mystique about it. But what's stranger is that to put him in a video game, you have to have fight stats for the fighter and everything. So what the hell are they gonna do with CM Punk? Are they gonna assume that he's an average striker and his jiu-jitsu's pretty good and that
overall 82 is what I'm expecting?
They can't insult him and give him the base 55 or 60.
I know.
So they'll give him pretty good, but then that'll be insulting to the mixed martial arts that have been there for 5. They're gonna be like, what the fuck? CM Punk got 10 more points.
Question mark.
It's gonna be like the NHL players back when the game came out used to complain about their stats when they first started doing that in video games, NHL 93, 94. They'd be like, what the hell is this? But this is guys that will want a piece of them. It's a mess to do it. I understand they have to. People are like, oh, but Bruce Lee's in the game. Bruce Lee was a real martial artist, and he was the father of mixed martial arts. That makes sense for Bruce Lee to be in the game.
Maybe they'll do a roll your own Punk. Every time you pick Punk, you just roll different stats.
And Bruce Lee was a legit badass. People from all the time said, Chuck Norris said, yeah, He would kill you. Like, he was legit.
God,
You
that's like my favorite scene in any movie is when Bruce Lee fights Chuck Norris in Return of the
Return of the Dragon?
Oh, I love that movie. Sorry, continue.
It's just a shame with Bruce Lee. Anyway,
Yes.
so it's just really strange. I don't want him to get his clock cleaned on principle. I just want more of Dana White to be showed up that this was really a bad decision and disrespectful to the rest of the fighters that I have.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
And I don't necessarily want. I still follow CM Punk on Twitter. He's
a dick.
He is a dick, but I'm a dick a little bit. We both have the Punk.
I'm a huge fucking dick, but still, I just don't like his brand of dickishness.
It rubs you even more than I do. Okay, his dick rubs you more than mine do. I didn't mean to say it like that.
His dick rubs me raw.